5 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute.
5 minute Chit Chatz!
I've had the privilege and blessing of knowing Jenny as my local MOPS coordinator. Jenny is incredibly supportive, tender-hearted, and has a gift of connecting to the hearts of the mother in her group. I am sure that you're going to enjoy this conversation we had.
So thank you so much for coming and joining me.
Absolutely.
You are my first coordinator spotlight. So you go from I want to know how to connect with other moms to now you're coordinating. So what was the journey to that? Was that something that you knew, okay, I want to do this, or?
No, it is definitely not. I never in a million years would have expected to be a coordinator. And, I started at MOPS. I think at least for me and a lot of moms that I've spoken to, it can be kind of intimidating just starting MOPS for the first time because you go into it with this preconceived notion that everybody else knows each other, like you're going to be the only new mom, you don't know anyone. And so you're a little apprehensive, even though it's something you really want and you know that you need, you're still apprehensive about it. I loved it from the very first meeting. Honestly, I would look at our coordinator and think, how in the world does she do that? Like, I could never get up there in front of everybody. She confronted me and said, would you be interested in doing this? I said, let me pray about it and think about it. But I really felt like God was calling me out of my comfort zone to do that, to lead the group. And so I agreed to it.
Wow. So what would you say to a lady who is apprehensive about leadership? She loves MOPS. She has been attending. She may even be on the steering group and team, but she's apprehensive about possibly taking the next level to coordinate.
If you feel even the slightest bit that you're being called to do that you should definitely step in, because I really do feel like God calls us out of our comfort zone, and but He has bigger plans for us sometimes, even when we may not want to do that what He's calling us to do. Stepping into that role, you're not going to be alone, and that's what I've found too with our leadership team, with our discussion group leaders, and just the moms at our table, just being there every month at our meetings. I just have a great support system. And you, Candace, like reaching out to you whenever I have any issues that I need or advice that I need. So it can be daunting at first thinking like, how am I going to do this? But you're not alone. Like you have a team of amazing women alongside you that will help you.
Yeah.
So that's been my experience.
That supporting community is so important, I think, as women.
It is. We always hear like you get in you get out of it what you put in. And so I think when you are dedicated and you're at the meetings and you're really involved, that's when you really make those like lifelong lasting friendships. And that was really, in addition to having the community with my children staying at home, that's really was my ultimate goal of joining MOPS, was making those lifelong friendships, like those genuine Christ focused friendships. And in the 5 years that I've been there, that's really like God has seriously blessed me with those types of friendships.
Yeah,
So
it is a blessing. So as we kind of come to a close of our conversation, is there something that you're desiring for your group or desiring for your area?
there is. So currently we're the only MOPS group in Lexington, and we get emails weekly of moms that are interested in joining, but we're currently on a wait list because of childcare capacity. With a city our size, we could really use several MOPS groups. And just knowing that there are so many women out there that have that desire to be in a community, I think God is working in women's hearts to have that community so that they can walk alongside each other in this phase of motherhood, and more women who are willing to step up and lead those groups.
That's awesome, Jenny. Thank you, Jenny. I really appreciate your time.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Candace. Have a great day.
Thank you so much for watching. And please consider subscribing so that you can get notifications when new videos come out every Monday.